Great minds think alike, but all I can seem to think about is that I'm nothing to like without that mind of mine. Can't stop thinking about that one homework assignment from 2 weeks ago that I forgot to turn in, that one NHI marked in the grade book that apparently says so much about my worth. Depended on the marks on the paper to tell me who I am, to tell me how to be, but I'll never be what other people want to see because they don't want to see me. They want to see some perfectly pencil-straight kid, one that never did anything bad, but I'm not a great view. I'm not whatever it is that they want from me, and maybe I'll never be. I was never one for following, never one for doing what was expected, all my adolescence deprived from me because I couldn't be trusted with something as fragile as immaturity. Dependent on the marks the knife left in its wake, what was it going to take to feel like more than a mistake, to tear off skin that felt fake, to partake in the drug most people called happiness? It seemed plausible, but the harder the hit, the worse the withdrawal. The longer you live, the more life gets harder, but you just gotta live with that like the rest of us do. Keep pushing through, never look back, because looking back insinuates regret. Why worry and fret over something that's done, huh? Did you mess it up? Did you do it wrong? Of course you did. But you can't let them see that. No, that would mean you are exactly what they think you are. And that means that you're a failure. High 90s dropped to numbers lower than the average amount of suicide attempters yearly. That's nearly 69%, in case you were wondering. I think I'm done with the redundancy of all these so-called funders plundering the bodies that fall into the interstate. To call it tragedy is a severe understatement. The rates of this devastating fate are only going up. Can you see what I'm seeing? Do you get what I mean? Are we done brushing off the cries for help these kids have been giving us? 1 in every 5 children have seriously considered suicide. People ask why they want to die. They cry thick tears that are only for themselves, and those kids with slit wrists and heavy eyelids are left wondering why their moms and dads are wondering, though the answer is right in front of them, reflected in the mirror. I know I could make this about me being a statistic myself, but I won't. This isn't about me, but my kindred, the rest of us that dream of being dead but can't vocalize the dread they feel every time they wake up. This is for the screamers that go unheard. This is for the dreamers that can't speak their words. This is for everyone who feels like dying is a better option than being here tomorrow. You are not alone. It sure feels like it most of the time, I know, but I want you to know that this doesn't have to be how your story goes, how it ends, because not one person deserves to feel like they aren't worth being amended. You are not alone. Even when it feels like it. Even when you are. You are not alone.